Have you ever wondered why your body seems to betray you just when you need rest the most? Picture this. It's 3 in the morning, and once again, you find yourself padding across cold floors to the bathroom, knowing this is just the first of several trips that will shatter your sleep. You're not alone in this quiet frustration. Millions of people over 60 lie awake each night, caught between the fear of dehydration and the exhaustion of interrupted sleep, wondering if peaceful nights are now just a memory. Here's the truth that most people don't want to face. Your bladder isn't broken, and you don't need to stop drinking water. What's happening to your body after 60 is completely natural, but nobody taught you how to work with these changes instead of against them. The real culprit isn't how much water you drink, it's when you drink it. For years, you've been told to stay hydrated throughout the day, but your kidneys and bladder are operating on a different schedule now, one that most doctors never explain. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share what urologists have discovered about the perfect timing for hydration that can transform your nights from restless battles into restorative sleep. You'll learn why your evening glass of water might be sabotaging your rest, and discover a simple schedule that honors your body's changing needs. The solution is so straightforward, you'll wonder why no one told you sooner. Number 1, the silent changes your body never warned you about. Something profound happens to your body after 60, and nobody prepared you for it. You've probably noticed that your sleep isn't what it used to be, interrupted by those frustrating trips to the bathroom that leave you wide awake at 3 in the morning. What you might not realize is that this isn't a sign of weakness or illness. It's your body adapting to a natural process that happens to everyone who reaches this stage of life. Deep inside your brain, a tiny gland called the pituitary has been quietly changing its rhythm. For decades, it faithfully produced a hormone called vasopressin, your body's natural guardian of sleep. This remarkable hormone worked like a gentle night watchman, telling your kidneys to slow down, to concentrate your urine, and to let you rest peacefully through the night. But after 60, this production begins to decline. It's not broken, it's not diseased, it's simply aging just like the rest of you. At the same time, your bladder, that reliable companion that once could hold fluid comfortably for 8 hours, has become more sensitive. Think of it like a balloon that's been inflated thousands of times. It still works perfectly, but it doesn't stretch quite the same way it used to. Where it once tolerated a certain volume without complaint, now even smaller amounts trigger that urgent signal that wakes you up. The muscles around your bladder have also changed, becoming more reactive, more eager to respond to even the slightest fullness. This isn't your fault, and it's not something you did wrong. Your body has carried you faithfully for 6 decades or more, and these changes are simply part of its natural evolution. The challenge isn't fighting against these changes, it's learning to work with them. When you understand that your kidneys are now producing more urine at night because they have less vasopressin to guide them, when you accept that your bladder has become more sensitive because that's what happens with time, you can start to make choices that honor these changes instead of fighting them. The beautiful truth is that you don't have to surrender to sleepless nights. You just need to adjust your approach to become the wise conductor of your body's new symphony. These changes are actually your body's way of asking for a different kind of care, a more thoughtful partnership between your habits and your needs. Once you understand what's really happening inside you, peaceful nights become possible again. Number 2, the well-intentioned mistake that's stealing your sleep. You've heard it 1,000 times. Drink more water, stay hydrated, it's good for your health. So every evening, with the best of intentions, you fill that glass and drink it down, believing you're doing something wonderful for your body. But what if I told you that this act of caring for yourself might be the very thing that's robbing you of peaceful sleep? Here's what happens in millions of homes every night. As the sun sets, people over 60 reach for their water glasses, driven by a lifetime of health advice or simply by habit. Some drink because they feel they should, Others because they mistake the dry mouth of medication or the emotional comfort of routine for genuine thirst. They've been told that dehydration is dangerous, that they need to drink 8 glasses a day, that their bodies require constant hydration. And so they drink, right up until bedtime, thinking they're being responsible. But your body after 60 doesn't operate on the same schedule it did at 30. That glass of water you drink at 8 in the evening doesn't just sit quietly in your stomach. Within an hour, your changing kidneys have processed it, and your more sensitive bladder is sending urgent signals. What you thought was healthy hydration has become the architect of your restless nights. There's another layer to this mistake that's even more subtle. Many people confuse emotional thirst with physical thirst. When you're stressed, anxious, or simply following an old routine, your mind interprets that urge to drink as your body's need for water. But often, it's just habit dressed up as health consciousness. You reach for water not because your cells are crying out for hydration, but because drinking has become a comfort, a ritual, a way to feel like you're taking care of yourself. The turning point comes when you realize that timing isn't just important, it's everything. Your body doesn't need less water, it needs water at the right times. When you shift your hydration to earlier in the day, when your kidneys and bladder are better equipped to handle it, you're not depriving yourself. You're giving your body what it needs when it can best use it. This simple adjustment, this act of drinking with intention rather than habit, can transform your nights from frustrating interruptions into the restorative sleep your body craves. The solution isn't drinking less, it's drinking smarter. Number 3, the simple schedule that changes everything. Imagine if someone told you that the secret to sleeping through the night wasn't about complicated medical treatments or expensive solutions, but about something as simple as when you lift a glass of water to your lips. This isn't just theory. It's a practical strategy that honors the way your body actually works after 60. Here's the schedule that can transform your nights. From the moment you wake up until about 5 in the evening, think of this as your body's prime hydration time. This is when your kidneys are most efficient, when your bladder is most forgiving, and when that hormone vasopressin is still working reasonably well. During these hours, drink 70% of your daily water. Don't gulp it down all at once, but spread it throughout the morning and afternoon like gentle rain nourishing a garden. Picture your morning routine differently. Instead of that quick cup of coffee and rushing out the door, start with a full glass of water. Let it be the first gift you give your body each day. As you move through your morning, keep drinking. With breakfast, mid-morning, with lunch, in the early afternoon. Your body is ready for this hydration, eager for it, equipped to handle it without sending you running to the bathroom every hour. Then comes the crucial shift. As 5 o'clock approaches, begin to wind down your water intake. This isn't about denying yourself, it's about being strategic. Between 5 and 7:30 in the evening, drink sparingly. A few sips with dinner if needed, but think of this time as your body's preparation for rest. Your kidneys are starting to slow their processing. Your bladder is becoming more sensitive, and every ounce you add now is likely to become a 3 a.m. wake-up call. After 7:30, enter what you might call the quiet hours. This doesn't mean your lips never touch water again, but it means you drink only tiny sips if absolutely necessary. If you must take medication with water, use just enough to swallow the pill. If your mouth feels dry, a small sip or even just rinsing your mouth might be enough. Think of yourself as a wise gardener who waters the plants when they can best absorb it, not when it's convenient. This schedule isn't punishment, it's liberation. When you align your drinking with your body's natural rhythms, when you give it what it needs when it can best use it, you're not fighting against your age. You're working with it, honoring the changes that come with the wisdom of years. The beautiful result is that peaceful sleep you thought you'd lost forever. Number 4, the hidden saboteurs in your evening routine. You think you're being so careful with water after dinner, But there are sneaky culprits hiding in your evening routine, quietly filling your bladder while you're not even paying attention. These innocent-looking habits might be the real reason you're still waking up in the middle of the night, even when you've sworn you barely drank anything. Let's start with that comforting cup of herbal tea you sip while watching the evening news. It feels harmless, even healthy, but that soothing chamomile or peppermint tea is still liquid finding its way to your bladder. Or consider the bowl of soup you enjoy for dinner, warm and nourishing as it slides down. You don't think of soup as drinking water, but your body processes every drop of that broth just the same. Even that juicy slice of watermelon or handful of grapes you nibble as an evening snack carries more liquid than you realize. Then there's the habit that seems so logical, so practical, that almost everyone does it without thinking. You're getting ready for bed, and you stop by the bathroom just in case. You don't really need to go, but you figure it's better to empty your bladder now rather than wake up later. But here's what really happens. When you force your bladder to empty before it's truly full, you're actually training it to be even more sensitive, more likely to wake you up with smaller amounts of urine. You're creating the very problem you're trying to solve. And there it sits on your nightstand, that innocent glass of water, positioned there like a faithful guardian ready to serve. You put it there with good intentions, thinking you might get thirsty in the night. But its presence becomes a temptation, a middle-of-the-night invitation that your sleep-fogged brain can't resist. You wake up at 2 a.m., not necessarily needing water, but seeing it there, you drink. And 30 minutes later, you're awake again for an entirely different reason. The most insidious part of these habits is how reasonable they all seem. Tea is relaxing, soup is nutritious, going to the bathroom before bed seems smart, and having water nearby feels responsible. But when you're over 60 and your body is operating on new rules, these well-intentioned choices stack up like dominoes, each one nudging you further from the peaceful sleep you're seeking. Breaking free from these hidden saboteurs isn't about deprivation, it's about awareness. When you recognize how these innocent evening habits are conspiring against your rest, you can make different choices. Choose your last meal carefully. Skip the evening liquids disguised as comfort. Trust your bladder to tell you when it's truly full, and let your nightstand hold a book instead of a water glass. These small changes, these acts of evening wisdom, can be the difference between a night of interruptions and a night of true rest. Number 5, the gentle adjustments that make all the difference. Sometimes the most profound changes come not from dramatic overhauls, but from small, gentle adjustments that work with your body's natural wisdom. After 60, your body responds beautifully to subtle shifts in routine, like a well-tended garden that flourishes with just the right amount of care and attention. Start your day by moving your body, even if it's just a gentle walk around the block or some light stretching in your living room. This isn't about intense exercise or pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about waking up your circulation, encouraging your lymphatic system to start flowing, and helping your body process the fluids you'll be drinking throughout the day. When you move in the morning, you're essentially priming your body's natural pumping system, making it more efficient at handling the hydration you'll provide. Consider what you wear to bed as part of your sleep strategy. Those heavy pajamas or thick nightgowns that once felt cozy might now be trapping heat and making you restless. When your body temperature rises during the night, you're more likely to wake up feeling the need for water or the bathroom. Choose lighter, breathable fabrics that let your skin breathe and help regulate your temperature naturally. Think of your sleepwear as part of your hydration strategy, helping your body maintain the comfortable temperature that promotes uninterrupted rest. Your bedroom environment plays a crucial role too. A room that's too warm doesn't just make you uncomfortable, it makes your body work harder and can increase your sense of thirst. Cool air, somewhere around 68 degrees if possible, helps your body settle into deeper sleep patterns. If you can't control the temperature precisely, Even opening a window slightly or using a small fan can create the gentle air circulation that helps your body rest more completely. Before you settle into bed, take 5 minutes for deep, intentional breathing. This isn't complicated meditation or anything mysterious. Simply sit on the edge of your bed and breathe slowly and deeply, letting each exhale release the day's tensions. This gentle practice helps shift your nervous system from the alertness of day into the calm receptivity of night. When your body is truly relaxed, it's less likely to send false signals about needing water or needing the bathroom. These adjustments might seem small, almost too simple to matter, but your body after 60 responds to gentleness and consistency more than force or dramatic changes. When you move gently in the morning, dress comfortably at night, create a cool and peaceful environment, and breathe intentionally before sleep, you're creating conditions where peaceful sleep becomes natural again. Each small change supports the others, building a foundation of habits that honor your body's current needs and help you reclaim the restful nights that seemed lost forever. Your body has been with you for 6 decades or more, and it deserves your understanding, not your frustration. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, you have something precious that you didn't have this morning. The knowledge that peaceful sleep isn't lost to you forever. It's simply waiting for you to work with your body's new rhythm instead of against it. The truth we've shared today is beautifully simple. You don't need to suffer through broken nights or resign yourself to exhaustion. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated solutions. You just need to honor the timing your body is asking for. When you drink most of your water in the morning and afternoon, when you avoid those hidden evening liquids, when you create gentle routines that support rest, you're not just changing your sleep. You're reclaiming your nights and your energy for the days that matter. These aren't just tips, they're acts of self-respect. Every time you choose to hydrate wisely, every time you prepare your bedroom with care, every time you breathe deeply before sleep, you're saying to your body, I understand you, I'll work with you, I honor what you need now. That's not giving in to age, that's aging with wisdom and grace. Small changes, profound results. That's the promise your body is offering you tonight. Which of these lessons did you most need to hear today? I'd love to know in the comments below. If this helped you see your sleep struggles in a new light, please share it with someone who needs peaceful nights as much as you do. And if you're ready for more ways to work with your changing body instead of against it, there's another conversation waiting for you in our next video. Sleep well, you've earned it.